actually going to make myself a little cup of tea and a chicken sandwich for lunch. So kind of a late lunch, but yeah, better late than never, right? Alright, so, and yes, the furnace is going. Plenty of power coming in off the solar panel though. Man, that thing's pulling power in like crazy right now. No shortage of power coming in. I like a strong tea, plus this is kind of a big cup. So I'm going to put 2 tea bags in. Not just a typical 1 tea bag. Sounds like the heat just shut off in the furnace, so the fan should be shutting off momentarily. Yeah, it's a bit on the noisy side, but oh well. And yeah, this stool has to be lowered down some. We'll talk about the stool in a little while too. There we go. We just need some hot water. Plenty light now. I've replaced one of the batteries in one of the little overhead lights I've got here. So, water's ready. Oh yeah, plenty hot. There we go. Let that steep. Let's see. There we go. Now we're going to get ready to make a chicken sandwich. Now these things, this is one of those just frozen chicken patties that comes pre-cooked, so it won't take long on the heat to fry it up here. Sandwich is ready. Let's get the tea ready here. Good enough. Roll out. What's in it? There, we got my tea, got my sandwich. We got everything we need here. That's good too. Alright, I'll watch a little bit more YouTube here while I have my lunch, and we'll see what we're going to do after that. I know this hasn't been a very exciting video this time through. Pretty much just been hanging out around the van. I did just go off for another small hike, but I didn't bring the video camera with me this time. I just went up the road and back and explored around there. So I think I'm going to head home tomorrow. It has, well, there hasn't been a lot of exciting stuff to do. There's a lot of places I want to explore up in Lincoln Woods, but they require me to get to them. I've explored all the really close to the campsite stuff now, and I've got to hike in to get to the stuff. And trail conditions aren't really conducive to significant hiking because, well, it's just enough snow to make it difficult. I do have to wear my boots when I'm out there, and I don't find these terribly comfortable. They keep my feet nice and warm and dry, but they're not great for long hikes, things like that. So till the conditions improve. That, and this is my 4th time at Hancock Campground in the last few months. I mean, I stayed here twice in November, and this is my 2nd time in March now. And my last 4 camping trips, in fact, in my van have been at Hancock Campground. So I think I'm also getting sick of the place. So time to move on to something else. So we'll see what comes up, because like I said in the earlier video there, I lost my trip to Pawtuckaway State Park in a couple of weeks, so we got to find someplace else to go. So we're going to work on that. But for now, I'm going to stop putting dinner together and get ready for that, and probably just settle into the evening here. We'll check in a bit later here. I'm not going to record the video of me making dinner, but we'll come back to you there a little bit later. Maybe after I finish making dinner here, we'll show you what I made. But in the meantime, we're gonna get some dinner ready, watch a little bit more YouTube, and just relax for the evening. As I said, I'd come back when I finish the dinner here. Got my sweet and sour chicken. I've got myself a polar root beer. It's not my usual Captain Eli's that I like to get, but it's what they had in stock this week, so that's what I'm going to have. Not too bad. Not great, but it's good though. Alright, let's see how this came out though. Never made it this way before, so certainly is hot. Oh, this is good. This is very good, yeah. So, this summer I'm going to be doing a series of videos of dinners that you can make when camping. They're going to be stuff that's going to be aimed at solo campers though. Not groups, not big meals. It's going to be stuff that people can make when they're out by themselves, whether they're in a van or just tent camping, whatever. And I know there's a lot of people out there who probably like to do solo trips. And I want to come up with a series of meals that'll be good for that are different than the usual camping stuff. We're not talking cheeseburgers and that sort of stuff. I'm going to be doing things like sweet and sour chicken and my American chop suey and things like that. So I think we're going to have some good meals coming up here. And, should be an interesting series. But with that, I'm going to eat my dinner, watch a little bit more YouTube, and we'll catch you in a little bit later. Lots and lots of light on here. So you see I got 3 of these now up here. I actually, after I bought the first 2 over at Rounds Hardware for 10 bucks each, I stopped over at Ocean State Job Lots just because I was there for other reasons, and I found a whole pile of them for 3 bucks each. So I bought 4 more. So I don't have them up here on this side, but I've got mounts for them over there. So I actually have 6 of these all together now. So I got 3. You can see this one in the middle is a lot brighter than the other 2 because that one I replaced the batteries on today. Those ones need the batteries replaced. But anyway, I like these lights here until I get a more permanent 12-volt lighting system going in this van. So this stool's a little special too for me because my grandfather actually built this stool. So this is something he did. He also built this desk over here that I'm using right now temporarily as my counter, but eventually that's going to be converted back to a desk. But he built that stool. He was quite the craftsman, and I think it's special that I'm going to be able to have this in my van here with me. So I just hope my grandfather doesn't mind that I'm going to make some modifications to his stool. Well, first of all, I got to do some repairs because this broke, unfortunately. So not all the stuff he's done was absolutely perfect, but nevertheless he built that. So I'm going to fix that, make the cross brace a little stronger. But I'm also going to get a swivel base for this. I'm going to put it between where the cushion is and this, because he built the cushion on another piece of wood, and the screws on the bottom that hold it together. So if I take those screws off, I can put a swivel base, and I can get a swivel base on Amazon for like $15. So I'm going to put a swivel base on it, and I'm going to shorten the legs a little bit. And I'm going to get this exactly the right height that I need it for inside the van. So not only is this stool going to be just the right height, it's going to be something my grandfather built. And like I said, that makes it a lot more special for me. And I'm going to make a couple modifications to my grandfather's stool, but I'm going to make it absolutely the perfect stool I need for my van. And it's not going to cost me a lot of money, and it's going to do what I need. It's going to have a nice swivel top on it. Be just the right height so I can sit up straight, not bump my head on the ceiling. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this there. It'll make it easier for me when I'm working in here. And as I go along, the counters are going to get a little further apart, so we have a little more space between them. And yeah, this van's going to come out great. I'm really looking forward to it. Now I got a clear vision of what I want to do here. So yeah, we're going to have the sink over here. If I can put it on this spot right at the very end, I will, but it's probably more likely going to be right here because the bowl coming down is going to get in the way of the water tank. So I'm probably going to have the sink over here. Propane blocker behind it. We'll see. We're going to see what I can do here because I got to get the hose from the water pump over to from the water tank and everything else. So a couple little design tweaks as I build it out. So we still got to work on that. But yeah, we're going to have the sink there. We're going to have the stove back here. On this side here, we're going to have a small desk area here that I can work at and get stuff done. Also where I'm going to be sitting eating my meals after I cook them over here in the kitchen. So this side might be a little bit lower than that side. I don't know, but we'll see. The other option is I could just put a cabinet that goes floor to ceiling, have the water tank in there, and then have the counter come off the side here, just the pump. But then the hose of the pump has to go down and up and then back down again. And I don't know how well that little weak pump in that faucet's going to work so well. So we'll see. I mean, The design isn't finished yet, but I got a much better vision of what I want this van to look like. First thing I want to do is get the ceiling finished. That's the first project. And we're going to basically start working at the top and then down, because I got to get, before I can build the cabinets, I got to build out the walls the way I want them, which more insulation, getting the windows finished, things like that. So tinted windows, boxed in, so it's going to be a bit smaller than the actual window, but you'll see that'll be a future project. But we got some fun projects coming up here. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to end the video for tonight. It's about 10 o'clock and it's getting kind of late. Good morning. Can't say, again, I didn't sleep all that great. I got to do some work on that bed there to make it more comfortable, but oh well. Anyway, it's 31 degrees outside. Slowly warming up in the van here. You can see here, at least in the upper levels here, it's warm enough for me not to wear a shirt again here, so I haven't even bothered putting the shirt on since getting out of bed yet. But I'm going to make myself some coffee. I'm going to do the same thing we did before, the pour through coffee maker. It's just easier right now. Less dishes to clean. We're taking off today, so this will work. And a simple breakfast, and then we're going to pack up and head on out. First, we need hot water. Nope, still haven't put a shirt on. Anyway, simple breakfast, kind of small, just a couple sausages, couple pieces of bacon, single egg cooked over easy. Got my orange juice, got my coffee, and yes, my kids have paws. And we're all set here, so I have this, and then we're going to start packing things up. And where am I? There I am. I have this. I'm going to start packing things up, and then we're going to get ready to head out. Okay, the site's pretty well just all packed up here. We got the furnaces turned off, gas is turned off, got most everything put away. We still got to put the, you can't see it here, but the ladder needs to be put away. I got to put the weather station away, that's why the ladder's still out. But first we're going to walk the trash and the recycling down. That's our next objective here. Get that walked over. Come back, load the rest of the items in the van, and we're going to take off. Like I said, we're going to take the scenic route home, so it's like a really good day for it. So I go up through the Kancamagus, so that's what we're going to do. Too bad I'm taking off a day earlier than I planned, but honestly there just isn't much I can do here right now. The trails aren't what I wanted them to be, and I'll end up just hanging out at the van anyway and get kind of bored, so may as well just pack up and go home. Plan out my next trip there, wherever it's going to be in mid-April, where I don't know where it's going to be yet, but I don't know, I'm leaning towards heading towards Connecticut. We'll see. Unless I find something else there, or if things change and they get up to the site up there and Pawtuckaway there and decide they can reopen it again, or one of the other New Hampshire state parks reopens again, and I can make a reservation there instead. So, well, we'll see. Yeah. Nice thing about this campground, like I said in previous videos, is they have recycling. I wish more campgrounds would do that. There we go. Alright. We can head back. As you know me, I'm usually an advocate of not running generators while camping because the noise is annoying and everything else. But if you're going to do a generator, this camper's how you do it. There's a generator in that camper. It's running. I can hear it. But it's so quiet, you go to the next campsite, you can't hear it anymore. That's how it should be done. You're going to run a generator, make sure it's that quiet. Anyway, I just noticed this as I was walking by. Somebody built themselves an eagle. That must have taken a fair amount of work to do. Cute. And they're keeping their water cold. There's nobody at the campsite, but they forgot their bottle of water. Ugh, people. Oh well. Cute. Very cute. Oh, it's bright out here today. Lousy day to decide to go home on. I should have stayed here till tomorrow. Actually, I should have. This should have been my full day up here, not yesterday. Yesterday should have been the day I arrived. Oh well. Lesson learned. Should have paid more attention to the. Of course, per the forecast, up right up until I got here, they were saying it was going to be raining and snowing all day today. So beautiful clear skies. Good day to drive through the Kank though. All packed up. All the station's in. Everything's put away now. I'll walk around the van, make sure I didn't miss anything. He's been working well. I'm not sure what's going on here though. I got all these weird lines showing up on the side of the van. I'm not sure if you can see them in the camera at all, but not sure what that's all about. But few little things we need to work out in the heater. But yeah, the van did well on this trip. I'm going to move on and see some scenery and then head back home.